Yo, 8 p.m.
Yo.
I just came back from the doctor. How often are you going to the doctor right now?
I'm
a year.
I'm a once a year guy, depending on.
Once a year?
Yeah.
I think I've turned into a hypochondriac.
Oh, no. What happened?
I just, I don't know.
Are you a Googler?
I don't even Google. I just be thinking I'm gonna die. Straight up.
Okay.
Like, I don't even, I start making plans.
Okay.
For my death.
Like funeral plans?
Yeah, just kind of like, I want to leave this to this person. I want to leave this
like,
to that person.
I mean, that's called estate planning. That's not.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of mature, to be honest.
That's responsible.
Exactly.
Okay.
But literally, my doctor was like, "You should just drink more water." So I'm like, okay. I mean,
oh, so you're not dying?
I'm not dying. Yeah.
Just dehydrated.
Yeah, which is nice.
That feels like death.
Because it's nice to think that you have an uncurable disease, and then you go and he's like, "Oh, you could just drink more water."
Yeah, because then he cured it.
And yeah, because you're like, "Oh, I could do that."
Now, my question is, what kind of insurance do you have? Because, for those visits, co-pays, you don't want a co-pay just to be told to drink some water.
Yeah, I'd rather not say.
Right? Okay. You got good insurance.
Let's just say
you're not worried about the copay.
Yeah, let's just say I'm good at any hospital.
You're good.
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
I can go in. I go in through the VIP of any.
Hold on. Amex has an insurance.
I rather not get into financial.
Okay.
But,
all right.
But he put me on a vitamin.
Okay.
Are you on a vitamin?
I'm a vitamin guy.
Yeah.
I got a vitamin stack.
Oh, because I went to the vitamin shop. There's one near my house, and I bought I spent like $100 on vitamin.
But I mean, you do live in Westchester, so that makes sense, right?
Yeah, I got everything though. So I got a packet.
Oh, everything's in.
Yeah,
the vitamin pack.
So it got like 5 of them in.
They already take care of it, so you don't have to plan.
You don't got to
pop it open. Okay.
How many vitamins are you taking?
I'm a big vitamin guy. I'm on I got a stack.
Every day?
Yeah.
Will you wake up and just hit the vitamins?
It meant more so like at noon, because I forget in the morning.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, you didn't take your vitamins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, you a probiotic guy? Because
that's too far. That's too advanced. I don't even know what you just said.
Probiotic is for your stomach. This is a new thing everybody's talking about.
Kombucha?
I don't know what it is. I think it comes from a tree or whatever, but you eat it and it helps your stomach not be, because you get older. Could you eat freely as you used to when you were young?
I used to be built for tough.
Yeah.
I could eat it all, bro.
I feel like I could just,
now?
I feel like fried food, I didn't care about if it was fried, spicy,
dairy.
Anything. I had no problem.
Let's go. Yeah.
Now, sometimes, sometimes, you know how, you remember as a kid, you would go to McDonald's and you would see somebody order a salad. And you were like, why would you order a salad at McDonald's? Right. Get the worst thing you could get.
When the McRib is back.
Right. But now I won't be at McDonald's, but I'll be in a situation where there might be something like fried something there. And
Chicken
I would
tenders.
be like, I don't know if I could eat that right now.
Oh, you reached that plateau.
Yeah. So now I understand that's part of adult is they don't want to eat a salad. They kind of have to.
They're forced to.
Yeah.
Insides, their toilet is letting them know that you should go with
my doctor also told me I needed more salt, which is not something you hear a black man get a lot.
That's counterintuitive.
Yeah, because I was always worried about. Well, I was always worried. He's a man, so I don't, so I don't know what his intentions are. But I remember I always was taught that you would get hypertension, high blood pressure. I actually had lower blood pressure, and I should take more salt. So he was like, drink more water, eat more salt. So I'm like, I could do those things.
Are you saying that you're just calm? Your life is so calm that your blood pressure is actually low?
Yeah, he said I'm too relaxed. He said I need stress. I'm like, I don't know.
You actually need to introduce.
I don't know where to find stress.
Yeah, okay.
I always felt like I was kind of chilled though. I always felt like I was chilled.
That's probably why you have no stress.
Yeah, it's not. It's thing. But now I'm on a vitamin thing, and I'm like, is this just life now?
I think that's what it is. There's no turning back.
You can't go back.
Point, and there's no turning back.
You can't go
I'm
back.
on vitamins. I need to watch what I eat. Or I make calculated decisions. I know I'm going to be in the bathroom for this weekend after this meal, so I cancel all my plans.
So you cancel your plans, don't take gigs.
No gigs.
See, that's good. I was always such a get up and go guy.
Yeah, you can't do that once you reach a certain point.
Nah, I know. I know it's probably a lot of people listening to this.
That's Johan in the screen. You can't hear me?
Yeah.
I'm too chill. I've been hanging. Look,
the low blood pressure. Yeah.
That's the title.
So I took a shot of salt before the episode. So if you see me have a heart attack, that's probably why.
That's why.
Yeah, I'm trying to raise my blood pressure.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, but that's kind of crazy. That's good that you have low blood pressure. living in New York City? Because like,
yeah, it's kind of okay. But you know what's funny? I remember when I was younger, I used to, because you hear the term hypochondriac and you kind of, maybe you laugh at it, you don't take it too seriously. But it is serious. Like,
it's a serious thing.
Yeah, because when you think that you are sick, like you pretty much are for all intents and purposes. Like being actually sick and thinking you're sick, it's not that much of a difference in how you behave.
It's really not.
Because if you think you're sick, you just act like you are. And if you're sick, you're sick. So you act like you're sick.
So either way.
Yeah.
So down.
So now,
plan.
yeah. So now being a hypochondriac, I go to the doctor like twice a year now. I used to do once a year.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, so like outside of vitamins, did he tell you to change your diet or like
my diet,
of the water?
Yeah, my diet needs to be better. But he said the vitamins will help. Take like a multivitamin. He said that'll help. Because it gets you the things that you get.
I just wanted to like give recognition that this is Labor Day weekend.
Yes.
And we don't have any spritzes. I thought we were doing the spritz shuffle.
I thought about that on the way here.
Okay.
But I was like, you know what? I was focused on the salt.
Okay.
And I was like, I'm trying to do less alcohol.
Okay.
I keep telling myself that, but it's kind of hard.
It's very difficult.
It's hard to do less alcohol because I don't have a problem. Which sounds like something who has a problem would say. You know?
I know you, so I know that it's the truth.
Right. So it's like, some people need to do less alcohol. They have a problem.
A lot of people need to do less alcohol.
I could say that.
Yeah.
But like, for me, I drink and my life is good. It's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I don't get violent.
You're not gambling.
I don't start yelling out slurs.
Yeah.
I don't, I don't drink and drive.
Yeah.
You
don't fall asleep in the lawn.
No. Yeah. So it's like, it's hard to convince yourself.
You're kind of a boring drunk then.
You know what it is? It's the low blood pressure. It circles back. When he said that, I was like, a lot of it makes sense.
It makes sense. It's
a lot of them correlate. Which is weird because my family, I come from a high blood pressure family. Like everyone's on level 10.
I'm surprised you don't have high blood pressure sitting next to me. Like
you have a high blood pressure?
It's hereditary.
Yeah. No.
In my family.
I come from that level 10, just always on the max, right? The top level.
This is a total random segue.
That's what our podcast is about. Random segue.
Is Dembo in English cultural appropriation?
What do you mean?
I heard a Dembo song and the artist was basically rapping in English, and I was totally confused.
You know what? It's funny you bring that up because I have an interesting perspective with cultural appropriation. I'm cut from the cloth where I think is a sign of admiration, and I'm not that because I'm from New York. You're from New York. You understand New York. A lot of times we set the culture in a lot of things. So what we do is when somebody's like imitating you or doing something similar to the way that you're doing it, what you do is you call them your son. And you be like, this is my son.
That's my son.
Yeah, like I didn't birth him, but I birthed his style.
His whole
So I take responsibility as his father.
Demeanor.
Right.
Yeah.
So when people do that, I don't take cultural appropriation so negatively.
You take it as I'm a grandfather.
Yeah, I take it as these are my children.
My children
that I'm
children's
raising.
Children.
Speaking of cultural appropriation, there's this have you heard of this new rapper, Ian?
Lara?
No, just Ian.
No.
Johan, have you heard of Ian? Ian, there's this new rapper, Ian, some white kid.
Is he British?
He's sweeping the nation. No, he's just like some white American kid.
But like, what kind of rapper is he? Like a drill rapper?
Here's the thing, you brought up cultural appropriation. He sounds like Future.
No.
What?
Yes.
Get out of Dodge.
You gotta, the music. The music is pretty good.
Is it?
It's pretty good. But he's just doing an impression of Future.
With your name?
Yeah, with my name.
So is he like a double son?
Bro, somebody sent me this clip.
Son squared.
Somebody sent me this clip of Joe Budden's in the Joe Budden podcast. And they clipped it up. Like they sent me the video, but they had clipped it up where Joe Budden's was talking about Ian and he was like, I never heard about Ian. I don't give a fuck about Ian. I'll smack Ian if I see him. And I'm like, oh man.
He must have seen the...
Cause some of my friends have been on the podcast. So I thought they brought it up that I somehow, so I thought he was talking about me. And I was like, what is this? And then he was like, nah, it's the rapper Ian.
Oh, so wait, that's how you learned about the rapper?
That's how I learned about it.
Okay.
But then
it gets better.
Because then he was talking about cultural appropriation and how he was kind of doing Future. He was trying to sound like Future. So I was like, all right, I'm not going to pay no mind to this. I don't want to listen to no white kid trying to sound like Future. I'm not going to give this no thing. But then I was at the comedy club and they was playing music and it was bumping and I'm like, nah, who this? So I pull out the Shazam.
You got a Shazam.
Shazam, I climbed on top of the sink, put it right near the speaker. Bloop, bloop, bloop. And then it pops up, Ian. I'm like, oh, man. The kid is actually talented.
Yo, what if he opens up for you for your special?
Ian?
Yeah.
I mean, Ian's playing the Garden next week.
Nah, get out. Wait.
This kid is massive.
No, wait, what?
Yo, can we look up Ian?
Are you serious? Can we put it on the big screen?
See where he's from?
I was gonna say, where is he from?
Yeah,
nah, this is crazy.
Bro,
because
Ian has done more with my name in the last 3 months. Look, this is Ian.
Couldn't look whiter.
This is Ian.
yo, what?
I don't know.
That's him.
Nah, and he sounds like Future?
Bro,
Can you play like one of the biggest songs,
Yeah,
please?
He's from
Spotify.
Dallas, Texas.
The
19
D-Town?
years old.
Wait, born St. Louis, but he's 19.
19 years old.
Indian song.
This is crazy.
He got his hot song. Wait, his hot song, Go Down. Wait, on the click the Valedictorian album.
That's the one that you was bumping in the store?
No, the one, yeah, Go Down. Let me see if let me get the name of it.
I'm
right
kind of
because I have it in my top songs.
Nah,
bro.
Is this what you riding around to?
Listen,
to your own name? Your name?
Magic Johnson. He makes these TikTok songs. Look, every song is 2 minutes, but they not.
I am bamboozled-fied. I have no idea what we just went.
His name is Ian Smith.
He's
Of
is he
course it
John's
is.
like son?
But I was like, I thought I was gonna be the Ian.
Man.
Yeah. And he goes by just Ian,
Ian.
like Madonna.
Like he didn't even put the Lara on.
Yeah, he's like Madonna and
Yeah.
Cher. I didn't think of that. I'm like, why did I think of that?
Coming out the gate.
I'm over here using my last name like an idiot. I should have just went with Ian.
You should have.
All right, we coming in hot. Volume 73. Welcome back to the Adulthood Podcast.
Hi, guys.
This is coming at you on Sunday, September 1st. It's Labor Day weekend, right?
Yes.
Labor Day tomorrow.
Yes.
If you want to give us a phone call, 347-378-9423. I'm Ian Lara. This is DJ APM.
I am.
We got Johan doing the sounds behind the scenes. And we have a new producer that's going to be working with us. Carmen. She's new on the podcast and she's great. You can say hello.
What's up, Carmen? And Carmen has a great voice.
Yeah,
so
great
it sounds very
voice.
luxurious, velvety.
Luxurious.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
thank you.
Very
I'm
velvety.
excited to be here.
It's a good voice.
We got a professional.
Yeah, it's great. So how you been, bro?
I've been good. I definitely do need a spritz. It's Labor Day weekend. I've been laboring this whole damn year. I can't believe it's already September, but yeah, I've been good.
We went through the summer, man. You know what's crazy? I woke up today. You ever wake up and not know where you at, what's going on, what country you live in, who's president? Is this World War I?
Probably every other day.
I literally woke up today and I was like, oh, I can't wait for summer.
2025?
Yeah, and it's like summer's literally done.
Bro, it's crazy.
Yeah. How was your summer though?
My summer started out hot. Wait, so first of all, are we talking about like the actual start of summer in June? Or are we talking about like basically from July 4th and on?
I take it from June.
You take it from June?
Yeah.
What's it,
As soon as it warm up in New York, it's summer.
Okay. What's that, the solstice? That's what they call
Yeah,
it?
yeah. I think the beginning, after Memorial Day.
Okay, all right. Boom.
Memorial to Labor Day. That's
a good one.
Because after Labor Day, it's still warm, but New Yorkers start acting like it's not.
But it's also because the kids are back at school.
What kids?
The kids.
I don't know.
The kids that listen to Ian.
Oh,
Yeah,
the other Ian.
The other Ian.
Ian Smith.
Ian Smith.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Yeah, so how was it?
My summer was actually, it was jam-packed. It was definitely fun. You know, we did some traveling. Did a lot of parties. I actually did a party, a 70th birthday party last weekend out in the Hamptons, you know, doing the Hampton Shuffle. And it was just like, man, I'm banking on you to be a success so I can get those, you know, residuals because we got to get to the bread, bro.
Well, I mean, you better start investing in Bitcoin because this is not going well.
We got to get to the chicken.
This is not going well.
You got to put your sex tape out or something. We got to get this thing going, bro.
I feel like sex tapes are so mainstream now that no one even cares.
Damn.
I remember one time this girl was telling me that she wanted like to send some nude photographs. And you know, I'm a gentleman, so I didn't ask. I was just like, do whatever you feel or whatever you're supposed to say to women.
Mm-hmm.
And she was saying that she was worried that it might like ruin her career or whatever. And I'm like, whose career has nudes ruined? Like if it'll help.
It's gonna be a boost.
It'll help your career if you do this.
What do they call it? SEO? That's basically you doing your own SEO.
For your career. Yeah.
Your career.
And then we talked about it. She was like, well, that's kind of true. I was like, good nudes leaking. I don't see that hurting anyone.
That's a boost.
I don't like who has it hurt?
That's free promo. Honestly, I think it'll hurt your pride if it's like, oh,
if it's bad.
Yeah, if it's like, or like nobody wants to see this.
Yeah, nobody wants to see it. It's tough. That's why I feel for people who start an OnlyFans and it doesn't take off.
Or like a free OnlyFans. Like, check my OnlyFans, it's free. Like,
yeah, OnlyFans that doesn't took off is like, I put my vagina out there and people were like, I'm good.
In the world. Like, I don't want this. That's real humbling, right?
That's humbling. That gotta be humbling. Look,
damn,
I get it though. I don't judge them. No one want to see me either.
Exactly.
So we on the same page, but I understand, and that's like the majority of them.
It is. That's the thing that people don't talk about.
No.
Like, not everybody's OF takes. Gets
literally 99% of them fail.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, how do you go? And then what's even crazier is like, so how you go to the family reunion? You got some teenage boys in your family, and they're like, hey, so your OnlyFans didn't do too well, did it?
Yeah, that's tough.
That's tough.
That's tough to be at grandma's 90th birthday party and then your cousins are like, hey, man, I saw the OnlyFans. Sorry, it's not taking off.
Yeah, you should have got better lighting.
Yeah, maybe you ever tried about getting a ring light? But yeah, my summer was good. I'm trying to think, like, because it feels like I ain't do the.
Bro, you was in Paris.
Yeah, I went to Paris.
In Dubai. You almost got arrested. I
went to Dubai. No, Abu Dhabi. I went to Abu Dhabi. That was in the spring, though.
That was in the spring. That
was early May.
I'm a New Yorker. If it gets warm in summer.
By the way, Abu Dhabi just got voted the safest city in the world for the 8th straight time.
That's a trend.
Yeah, 8th straight time, which is a very safe city, that's nice, bro. Yeah. You could just go out, you could leave anything anywhere, all jewelry, you wear all your jewelry, you wear everything.
But my thing is like, even if that's the reality, I'm just not gonna do it. I'm not just gonna leave my doors open. Is that because
you do it like because you almost don't believe it. So you do it and
you want to test it.
Yeah, and then nothing happens. Like,
okay.
You leave like your iPad out and your cell phone and obviously there's thieves everywhere, so it can happen, but the chances of it happening are so low that it's worth the risk.
So you know how you said you're a hypochondriac, right?
Now, yeah, newly minted, self-diagnosed.
So does that apply?
Big hypo.
Is that only for medical situations? Because I feel like even when I go out of town, I have to lock my charges up. You know what I mean? I put my charges in the safe.
Oh, what you're saying is you're a hypochondriac for material things.
Material things, yeah. Like I'm locking up everything.
You feel that you're always gonna get robbed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's interesting.
Does the term apply? And then that's
my dad is like that.
Is he?
Yeah. I think that comes with age. I think the older you get, the more you think people are gonna break into your home and murder your whole family.
That's my boy.
Yeah.
It's smart. You gotta look out.
My dad literally like behaves that way.
That's my boy.
Like and I'm like, we grew up in like a safe neighborhood.
It don't matter.
No crime. We've never been, thankfully, no one's ever broken in, never anything stolen. And he put up about 14 cameras around the house.
He probably wanted to put up 15, but he couldn't reach the last part.
Right. And I was like, hey man, if somebody broke into this house, they'll be highly disappointed. There's nothing
to take. That'd be the thing. I mean, my house too, but I got cameras, motion sensors, and we're gonna take some sneakers, a PlayStation 5, and some DJ gear. But
that's cost a lot.
That's
the
true.
DJ gear.
That's true.
The DJ gear.
And some salt.
Yeah. I used to, I don't anymore. I used to keep cash in my house.
Really?
Yeah, I don't anymore. So if you're looking for it, it ain't there.
Is that because like all of us from a certain time, we all like idolized drug dealers?
Yeah, I mean, there was something cool about having cash. Because I would take photos like the rappers do. I wouldn't post it because that's tacky, but I would do like the money phone. I would like lay them all out on the bed and take like a
Scrooge
photo.
McDuck.
Yeah, I would put it in the bathtub. It didn't fill up the bathtub. It was kind of just a couple bills just laying on the thing, but I would just look at it.
It was there.
Yeah, and that was fun.
Yeah.
But I stopped, even though I live in a very safe, I feel like I live in a bank. Like it's very hard. It would be very hard to get into. It wouldn't be hard at all. You just got to ring the bell, but there's a lot of cameras and you would be caught.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. If you wanted to break into my my fortress.
Yeah, up there in
you know, a lot of celebrities now in Los Angeles, they're like getting robbed.
Yeah,
people
but
getting
like
followed home.
They're getting robbed on like Rodeo Drive.
Yeah,
yeah. They probably those kids is listening to Ian, thinking about like
the gangster rapper.
Yeah. Like now we got to roll up on Rodeo.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, that's scary to me. Like if you have a house on the mountains, the hills, whatever, somebody follow you home. You know what happened to Terrence J
from 106 Park.
Yeah, Think Like a Man.
Yeah.
He said he got followed and he was on his way home and they pulled the gun on him. He kind of sped off. He was able to get away because he didn't want to take him into the house. I think his wife and kids were in the house.
Yo, that's why, honestly, bro, you got to get a Camry. Like a
Toyota
Camry? Yeah, something. So it's like, oh, nah, that's the Uber driver. And then you go to your mansion.
Yeah, it's hard to get a Camry when you can afford a Maybach.
Yeah, but I want to be safe.
Yeah. But even if you could do that, but
they know who you are.
They know who you are,
yeah.
Right? And at the end of the day, I don't know if they want your car. They want to get into that house.
Yeah, they want that jewelry. They want that cash.
They know you got a safe in the house.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And also my friend was telling me some of these sometimes these famous celebrities like the actors, rappers, or whatever, they'll throw parties. They'll bring girls back, and some of these girls are setting them up.
It's the biggest setup.
Yeah.
They're
I've heard about guys to come get it, or they stealing it themselves.
Yeah. I heard about that. Or like they'll even go to the lengths of they might perform the coitus act, and then while the guys are asleep, nah, I'm coming up, city girl style, and then they're out.
Yeah, I think I might have mentioned this before. If I was any type of famous or successful and I was a city boy and I was hooking up with random women, I think I would make you put your phone in the safe before everything.
NDAs?
Yeah, I mean, I know that sounds a little weird to tell a girl, put your phone in the safe, but...
You know why I hang out with comedians?
Why is that?
Because you guys are like fortune tellers. And the reason why I say that is because, I don't know if you remember in the Chappelle show, there was a skit and he made the girl sign the NDA. This is back in 2003. Mm-hmm. This is before this time. And now you actually kind of have to sign the NDA. You got to make sure that it was 100%, what's the term that I'm looking for? Consensual, right? You got to make sure everything is documented.
But an NDA is only worth something if the person that you're with has something to lose, right? Like if you're getting some girl straight out who has nothing to lose and she's like, "Were you gonna sue me? What are you gonna get? You're just gonna waste your time. I don't have anything." So it's also like you have to kind of pick the type of person that you're willing to hook up with. I had a friend that once told me she once went to a party for this rapper, and it was in Los Angeles, and she said that there was a line outside of his room with women waiting to go in and sleep with him.
Was he on Blue Chew? What, like a line? What do you mean a line?
A line, yeah. I don't get it,
man. I feel like honestly, these dudes, I don't want to say that they be capping, but they either got to be on something because like,
well, they're definitely on performance enhancement.
They have to be. They have to be on PEDs.
Come on, of course.
A line? That's crazy.
Of course, they're using.
I'm just saying. Just think about it from a logical standpoint. So like, all you do is drink and smoke. Right, you're probably not eating the best, and like
they're not taking vitamins.
They're not taking vitamins. They're not hypochondriacs. They're not drinking water. No. Like
they probably don't even stretch.
That line is bogus.
Yeah, but she said it was happening.
Yeah,
and the women were like,
"That's crazy."
Yeah, and it was. And I asked, Ian? I wish I asked her. Was it what kind of like? How did what was the talent like? And she was like, it was very
top
beautiful.
Tier.
Yeah, very beautiful, attractive women. Johan, you ever been to a rapper party? You hang out with rappers and
I've been in rooms with a bunch of
in the
rappers.
Studio.
In the studio, yeah.
Yeah.
Do they bring a lot of
women
inspiration?
Some of them do, but like you'd be surprised that some of the biggest ones like.
They don't.
They
can't afford it.
Well, they're the ones that know. They know the trouble it brings.
Yeah. But if you get to a certain point, you gotta move smart. You can't afford that. Somebody says you touched them the wrong way or something, and then you out $100,000.
You ever been working with a rapper, Johan, and was like, it is mad gangster in here right now?
Yeah. I mean, I've had when I was interning still at the studio that I work at, there was this one time I had to like go. I don't know. I think there was like a spill or something. I went in and like was going to clean it up. And the rapper, he told his engineer, he was like, hold on, go back. I want to put a gun ad lib in there. And so I'm thinking, you know, the engineer is gonna just go and search up a gun ad lib on Google and like plug it in.
Yeah.
He pulled out his gun and cocked it into the mic. And like that was like,
you got to keep it natural.
Yeah, I was like, bruh.
There's no AI.
No,
You ever been in the studio with like some rappers and you're like, yo, it is some baddies in here.
Yes, but yeah, but like I said, some of the biggest rappers like that, they don't really be bringing in girls like that. It's like the
no, it'd be like
C-D
Ian
list.
that be there with the guns. but you ever so when these rappers are there and there's all these like beautiful women, what is your role? Like, are you like massaging their feet? Are you like giving them Q-tips? What are you doing?
Doing the feet.
Nah, you just
Johan the freak. Yeah.
you just observe and
Do they
you know.
talk to you? These girls?
Oh no! If it's anything, it's to like ask for where the restroom is and shit.
Yeah.
I have a follow-up question.
Please.
Are you ever in the studio and you're like, man, this is trash?
Like probably 75-80% of the
Oh, man. And then like, what do you do in that situation?
See, that's why I couldn't work this.
you
I
tell the
couldn't keep
truth.
my mouth shut.
You tell the truth.
Yeah, I can't do that. I couldn't be an engineer. Cause I would stop it and I would be like, sir, that what you just laid down there, this could get us banned from the studio. This is so bad. This is a waste of everybody's time and all the engineers that have built this studio.
And shmoney.
Yeah, this is insane. I'm gonna tell the studio, give you your money back. You get the fuck out the studio.
Bro, that would be hilarious for like a skit.
And then I'll get shot in my face.
You definitely would.
Yeah.
But then the comedy career would take off.
Do they ask you for your opinion?
Oh, all the time. Yeah.
So you be lying.
Yeah.
You're a
woman.
liar?
You're like a woman.
How was it?
Yeah.
Just lying, saying it was good. When you know it was trash and it was too fast.
Damn.
But are they asking you like, what do you think? Or are they saying like, was it fire?
No. So well, probably half and half. Some people they'll ask you like they'll drop like a bar or like they'll drop something and then they'll look back because usually it's the engineer that they'll always go to immediately to ask, and then they'll maybe ask like their friend in the back or like, you know, but it's immediately they'll go to the engineer and be like, how was that? What do you think? And
stressful.
You know, if they're like at a point where they could possibly take it up from like here down here to maybe up here, then I'll be honest with them and I'll be like, I think you could do it again. You know, you could do it better.
But do it better in inflection, because inflection is one thing, but do it better in bars.
Content.
Yeah, I mean, it just really depends how comfortable you are with the client too. Like if you've been working with them a couple of times, then maybe you can be like, I think you can switch out this punchline.
Do they ever ask you for lines? Like, yo, what rhymes with vagina?
They do sometimes, yeah. Like I said, it depends. If you're like super comfortable with the client, then you might just even interject and be like, I mean, there's been times where I've been working with people and they're like trying to get this line like just over and over and they can't say it. And I would tell them like, why don't you flip the second half with the first half and do it like that? And
see, I could never do that as a comic because I'll be like, why don't you shut the hell up?
That's one. Number two, are you making sure you get your points and your credit? Because you're technically a writer on that song.
Yeah, I mean, no, most of the time.
Yeah, but you hear that gun cock. You like, you're like, you know what? I don't need writing credit.
You got it. Yeah.
I do whatever y'all
I just tell the story on a podcast.
Yeah. I mean, usually we don't get credits for most of the things, even engineering. Like,
what's so? Could you say like the most famous rapper you worked with? You can mute it out later.
I'll probably let's see. That I've worked with probably.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's dope.
Probably internationally known, probably.
Yeah.
So yeah.
All right. Well, now you got to mute this out because I got a story.
You got a story?
No, I have a story about him.
All right.
So now you got to mute the name out.
All right.
But it ain't my story.
It's a true story?
Yeah, this girl told me. Yeah, this girl. Yeah, you have to make sure you mute this name out
This
Or
out.
it's muted.
because this man is married and has a family.
Yeah.
But she was like, one time he DM'd her. He was coming to New York and he DM'd her and invited her to his show. And she went to the show. And at the show, he had his security come up to her and invite her to like the after party. And she was like, all right, yeah, cool. You know, like she's like, we'll go to the after party. The after party, they told her was like in a hotel room. She show up, it's just him there. Nobody else, no one else there. He's like, yeah, people coming or whatever, just chill out. Long story short, they chill out for a little bit. He ends up making a move. She's with it, so they end up having sex. She was like, no exaggeration, it probably lasted like 90 seconds.
No.
And then he got up and kicked her out.
No.
Like, like, you know what? I don't think I'm a party tonight. I got an early flight. Like, you gotta go.
No.
Just kicked her out. Yeah.
No.
That's insane.
That's crazy.
He's a nice guy though. How was your experience with him?
He's a nice guy though.
Good guy though.
Yeah.
How was your experience with him?
It's super chill. Like, you know, he's super chill. He walked in, he was playing his Switch, you know, he's
Like
chill
Nintendo?
guy. Yeah. Yeah, he was on his Switch.
Yeah.
Just walking in while we were setting up. And I mean,
Was there baddies in there?
nah, see, like, I mean, there was like probably like 3 or 4 girls, but the dude to girl ratio was still like 10-1.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like the musicians that were there were like all, you know, probably only like 2 or 3 of them had their girls with them, and they didn't come till like
10,
after.
10 girls to one guy?
No.
10 guys to
10 guys to one girl.
Yeah, 10 guys to one girl.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's uncomfortable. That makes me feel uncomfortable.
Well, at the studio, I don't know if you want. At the studio, women could be very distracting.
No, but the guys can be very distracting too.
The guy,
Yeah,
but once
entourage.
when you're there, you need guys because people, you know,
I
they
mean,
might run up in the studio.
Yeah, security. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely security. But like the hanger-oners, the ones who think that they're gonna add to the song and they're not adding nothing. Like, nah.
Yeah, I could see having people around just cause.
Yeah.
Because when you buy, bro, some of these guys are walking around with like $1 million of jewelry.
Or it's fake. Shout
Yeah.
out to Tyrese.
Which, what do you say?
He said he walks around with fake jewelry.
He did?
Yeah, his chain, his bracelets, earrings.
Sometimes I wonder are you just saying this so you won't get robbed?
Or is it true?
Or
is
is
it really
it true?
fake?
But I 100%, if I was rich, would have fake jewelry.
Yeah,
100%.
I think what's his name? Ocho Cinco said the same thing.
Yeah, he said the same thing. But Ocho Cinco said he got his from like Claire's. I'm like, guys, come on.
He was at the mall.
Charlamagne said he had a fake Cuban, but he had paid like $2,000 for it. But it's supposed to be worth like $60,000.
The fake is supposed to be worth 60?
The fake is supposed to be worth look like it's 60.
Okay.
But he paid 2 for it.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, you still paid 2 for it.
You still paid 2,000. That's kind of crazy. You might as well just not wear anything.
Yeah. I was thinking about that too, how diamonds, all the value is just because we say it.
Yeah.
If we just decided that it was worth nothing, it'd be worth 0.
Yeah.
So you could be walking around with a $60,000 chain, but if society just agreed that we weren't going to care about this now, it would just be worth $0.
Basically.
Overnight, and there's nothing you could do about it. That's
Like-
kind of crazy.
All of the jewelry from the 2000s to the 2010.
Yeah. Also, I think I saw this in a documentary that the diamond suppliers, they hold the miners, they
reserve
diamonds. So if they were like to release it into the market, it
diamonds
would be worth nothing.
Yeah.
So you got to withhold. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I feel like I would have a couple things, but I can't wild out.
I feel like jewelry is great. It's definitely a great like accessory, but just depending on your lifestyle, because in certain rooms, it's more about the pieces. You know what I mean? Like I've been in these weddings or these birthday parties where it's like $200,000 watch and it's just a plain Jane and it's nothing. So it's just like, oh, okay, that's
you get like a Patek Philippe.
Yeah, one of those.
Jane.
Yeah, plain Janes.
Don't do nothing to it.
It's like, oh, okay, that's
real
more
wealth.
my style.
I mean, I've been in the Louvre where the Queen's crown was worth $12 million. So
crazy,
insane,
crazy.
Because to me, it's not worth that.
No, it's not.
It's only worth to the people who think it's worth that.
But $12 million for a hat is crazy.
That is a lot of money.
That's a lot. Like, you know what you could do with $12 million? You know how many barbecues we could throw with $12 million?
What would you do with $12 million?
I'll go crazy. Wait, it depends. If it's only $12 million, or do I got more? Like, I got $12 million to blow, and then I got $100 million in the bank, or
you got $12 million. That's it.
Period.
Like after taxes, or like?
I guess after tax.
Do you want the adulthood answer or like the nigga answer?
No, I just want to know exactly what you would do, because a lot of people think that it would be so easy to have that and that they would figure it out. But like,
it's stressful.
$12 million. Look, obviously, getting $12 million is great and that could fix a lot of problems. But getting $12 million is then in itself a problem.
And then especially where you live at, because New York, $12 million, you're basically like upper middle class, which is crazy if you really think about it. Like everything is so expensive. So $12 million, that's a great point that you said, Johan. Is it before taxes or after taxes? If it's $12 million before, that means it's like 6.5 after.
Mm-hmm.
And then depending on like what you try to do, if you're trying to get property, if you're trying to like buy a house or if you're trying to buy I would try to invest it. Like I would try to get.
That's the quickest way to lose your money.
What?
Investing. If you, because a lot of people aren't, I mean, you work in corporate finance, that's different, but a lot of people have never made any type of money in their entire life.
True.
And then they think that they could get $12 million and all of a sudden know what to do with that. And it's like, you didn't know what to do with $100.
So what are you going to do with 12 million?
And I get that money makes money, but not if you've always lost money.
The first thing I'm going to do is change my phone number.
Yeah. I'm thinking about changing my phone numbers now, but only because I be getting those soliciting things from the Asians. Not the Asians, like it's like you go, I went to a massage place once, and I don't know why I left my phone number, but ever since then I be getting calls from like China. But I don't know what they saying because they speak in Chinese. Yeah, Cantonese. But they are yelling. Oh, I'll tell you that.
Did you piss somebody off?
I don't know what I did, but they are yelling. Whatever they saying, I don't know if this is the way they talk, but they just are not happy with me.
Nah, I think New Yorkers have that same. We have a loud diction. We speak loud, so I think it's the same. There's how many? 1.8 billion of them. So you have to scream.
Of the Asian, of the Chinese?
Of Chinese people.
It's 1.8 billion? I thought they had reached 2. But you know what's funny? Sometimes when you order Chinese food here, I feel like the Chinese the Chinese restaurant owners here, I feel like they're New Yorkers.
100%.
Like they're just like New Yorkers.
Yo.
Some of them speak Spanish.
Bro, when I lived in Dykeman, que lo que? I was like, hold on, wait a minute. What's going on? I couldn't put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah. They speak
but like
Spanish.
fluently.
Yeah.
Like que tu quieres.
Yeah. In Dominican Republic, there's a lot of Chinese people.
Really?
Yeah.
Yo, there's a lot of Chinese people in Ghana too.
There's a lot of Chinese people in the world.
2 billion.
Yeah.
But
in the Dominican Republic is interesting because they'll come from like Chinese parents, but then they'll grow up in the Dominican Republic. So they'll just have like the Dominican accent. They have all the things.
Crazy.
But when you see them, you think they're gonna speak Chinese.
So is that cultural appropriation?
No, I don't I don't want to say I don't believe in cultural appropriation, but I think that Chinese. I have a question.
Talk to me
before I answer that question.
Yes.
Isn't it funny that it's racist to do Chinese?
Yes.
Like if I pretended to speak Chinese right now and started saying like
this whole thing would get shut down instantaneously.
Whatever they say, I'd be demonetized.
Like that.
But you can do other things. You can do Jamaican.
You could do Jamaican.
I can be like, yeah, man.
Italian. Italian is one of those.
You could do Italian is one of the few white ones that you could do.
It's universal.
And it's not. No, you could do the white ones.
You could do the white ones.
You could do British.
Okay.
You could do British.
Yeah.
You can do Asian. No Asian.
Untouchable.
Can't do Chinese. Can't do Indian.
Nope.
Can't do no type of Japanese.
Nope.
You can't bow.
Nope.
You could do all the white ones. You could do Italian. You could do British.
Italian,
you could do Scottish.
Yeah.
You could do all of Norway, whatever.
Yeah.
German. You could do Russian.
Yeah.
You could do some black ones.
Some.
You could do Jamaican.
That's easy.
Caribbean.
Absolutely.
African.
Touchy, depending on which region you're
Can't
at.
do African.
No.
Who makes these rules? Isn't this insane?
You didn't get the email? It's
This
them.
is crazy.
They do it. They make all the rules.
You can do
the internet.
You could do Hawaiian.
Can you?
Yeah, you can do Hawaiian, and that's almost Asian.
That's
but it's also black.
A Jace.
Hawaiians have like a black, don't they?
They a little bit.
Like The Rock?
Yeah. I don't even know how to do that accent though. Can you do Australian?
No, I can't do no accent.
No, I'm
I
saying,
can't even do a New York accent.
Oh, but it's just natural.
I can't do nothing. Anything you tell me to do, I'm not good at.
You see how you automatically raised? That's just natural.
I got frustrated.
That's the New York coming out.
Yeah.
But Australian, can you do Australian? Is that one of the, that's
like,
does that count?
Like put some sticks on the Barbie. See? Y'all gonna make me do it and then y'all laugh at me.
I don't know.
This is why I don't do shit. This is exactly why I don't do shit. People tell you to do it, you make a discernible effort to do it, and then the whole room laughs at you. All right, no more accents.
No, you didn't hear Johan.
No more accents.
Johan, were you doing it?
No.
Oh, okay. No, I'm saying like in the general rules, Australian is acceptable.
Is Australian? Oh yeah, Australian is allowed.
acceptable.
Yeah,
Okay.
Australian is allowed. Yeah, there's not many white ones that you can't do.
Oh, okay.
You could do Spanish too. You could do Mexican.
It's touchy.
Nah, you could do Mexican.
It's touchy. Some of them they're not really with that.
Mexican?
Yeah.
Nah, you could do Mexican.
Yeah, way.
Yeah, you could do that. I think they cool with it.
They're cool with it?
I think so.
All right. I don't know. I think that because you didn't get the email. You didn't read the email.
Yeah.
You don't know.
I didn't read the email, but I think you could do Mexican. You could do Dominican. You could do Puerto Rican.
Canadian is free.
Canadian is like everyone laughs at them.
Yeah.
All the white ones are good.
Mm-hmm.
Some Hispanic ones.
Mm-hmm.
Black ones, you gotta ask.
Mm-hmm.
And no Asian.
Asian is untouchable.
All European is good.
All good. Yeah.
Right? You could do Italian. You could do French.
Mm.
You could do British, Scottish.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What
about?
What do you got?
I was gonna say Spanish, but from Spain.
Oh, you could do that
With the
because
lisp?
they're white.
No, but they got the lisp too.
Yeah, you could do that because they're white.
Okay.
Yeah, like Ibiza.
Ibiza.
Stupid. You could do. Could you do Middle Eastern?
Whoa. Nope.
That's touchy.
Touchy.
That's a
Definitely
touchy one.
Definitely
It depends because I think you could do Dubai.
Mm-hmm.
I dressed up as a Emirati for Halloween
Mm-hmm.
one year,
Mm-hmm.
and then I knew some Emirati, and they was like, "This is very cool."
This is great. You showed us love.
Yeah, you showed us love. They're also worth a lot of money, so I think when you have money, you kind of laugh at people beneath you.
You look at the world
Because I would for
differently.
sure, and I do now.
Yeah, definitely.
So I think that's a thing, but I guess it depends on what Middle Eastern,
yeah,
like what. I'm trying to think because I wouldn't even know the accent for other Middle Eastern.
that's very true. That's a good point. I never thought about that.
Because I know, like Iraqi, do they have a Middle Eastern?
I mean, they all have, their own different accents, but I feel like it's just touchy. That region is very touchy. It's very
I
sensitive.
want to go to Iraq. I actually got contacted to go to Lebanon, which I want to go.
Lebanon is fire.
Lebanon is one of the biggest party places in the world.
Fire.
I did not know this.
Fire.
I think they have a civil war going on, but if you could stay away from the civil war places, I think you'll be in like a good situation.
Where's this? Let's isolate it and then let's make sure.
Yeah, I want to go to
right.
Lebanon. I think I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna wait for like,
A couple years.
tension to die down a little bit,
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna go. I love Lebanese food. It's one of my top foods.
That's what I was gonna say, but also make sure you know that the mint can is on you because I think they play with the same rules.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No weed?
No. Hell no.
They do tabbouleh.
But what's that?
I think that's like a
The
salad.
hashish?
It's like a salad. I think.
Okay. But then that also
I love tabbouleh.
What's crazy is that the Kush Mountains is over there.
Kush Mountains?
Mm-hmm. In the Middle East. That's where Kush comes from.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Did you watch? That was we got the news and the thing. I actually was going to ask you this. Did you get a chance to watch any of the DNC last week? The
No.
Democratic National Convention.
No.
You didn't see they had Lil Jon performing on it?
At the DNC?
Yeah, the DNC was lit.
The DNC had Little John.
Lil Jon was doing the roll call. They had DJ Cassidy.
Oh,
on the ones and two. Bro, it was lit.
They turned it into a festival?
It was a party. Yes, it looked like Coachella for old people.
For old middle-aged.
Yeah, for old middle-aged
taxpayers?
whites.
That's crazy. Nah, I didn't see.
Yeah, man, it was pretty lit. It was pretty dope. When they did the roll call, they had like every state had a song play from their state.
Uh-huh.
And when they got to Georgia, Lil Jon came out and they put
Get low? Oh.
turn down for and everybody was turned up. I was like, yo, this is lit. I appreciate it though. It's nice to make stuff what's been predominantly boring.
Spice it up.
More fun.
Yeah.
Especially like because it's so funny watching that because it's the opposite of what this election was supposed to be.
What you mean?
It was supposed to be the oldest, most tired, no one cared election possible.
Yeah.
And literally they got Kamala in like a month ago and it just kind of changed the
It
energy.
turned into a festival. You have Little John talking about turn down for what? Wasn't somebody twerking, Meg Thee Stallion twerking for the...
She did that at the Georgia when they did a thing in Georgia.
They turned the campaign into a festival.
Yeah,
Like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah. And then Trump went on Theo Von's podcast.
50 Cent
What is that?
for Trump.
That's what they call him?
Yeah.
Oh, because of the gunshot?
Yep.
Many men?
Yep. Wish death upon me.
Yeah. I watched that. I wish we could have him on this podcast.
Trump?
Yeah.
Really?
I would have him.
What would you ask him?
I was asking nothing political. I don't care about the politics. Just
Life?
adulthood questions.
Yeah.
He's 78.
And kicking.
He got advice.
But he's kicking though.
Yeah.
He's not like 78 and watch. He's 78 and getting shot and
Yeah, I would have
that's
him.
crazy.
If we had him, would you show up, Carmen?
You can't ask me that on my first episode.
Welcome to the Adulthood Podcast. Welcome to the Adulthood Podcast.
I don't know.
Would you be like, I'm not coming in today?
Look at me. I probably wouldn't be in. I was at the DNC
Yeah, he would
last
be like,
week.
no women.
Yeah,
I'll do
literally.
it.
I wouldn't be wearing this.
I don't want no nasty women in here.
No, but I was at the DNC last week. It was legit.
You went to the DNC?
You went to the DNC?
Yeah, I
So you
volunteered.
definitely wouldn't be at that.
Oh my God. Spike Lee was running around after Kamala's speech. I saw Dave Chappelle like trying to get into this like club with all the senators. Like it was any celebrity you could think of.
It was a festival.
No,
it was a party.
It's a party. It's a party. Yeah.
And
it was in Chicago. Yeah, it's a party.
Then tied into the turn up.
No, yeah, I literally got like not let into a T-Pain after party. Like it was any black celebrity.
That was lit. That's what I'm telling you.
There.
It was lit.
insane.
They turned DNC into All-Star Weekend.
Bro, it was like that.
They brought in every ringer, literally.
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Bro, the DNC this year looked like the UN yearly meeting. They had a representative from like every African country making the speech. I'm like, where y'all finding all these minorities at this to make these speeches?
This is crazy. This is crazy.
But I feel like if I had an opportunity to, how could you turn down an opportunity to interview Trump? Like, how could you turn that down?
Ask Joe Rogan.
I don't think he turned it down.
No, he said he won't have him on there.
He just doesn't want to make it like a political thing.
Yeah.
But if you like how on Theo's, they were kind of just talking. I don't want to make it a political thing either.
What would you ask him?
First of all, I know he was like a party guy in the 80s. I'll kind of be like, what was that like? Partying in New York as a billionaire in the 80s.
Without cell phone.
Yeah, like what was that like?
That's why that was the most boring part of Theo's podcast is when Trip was like, yeah, I don't smoke, don't drink. I was like, what are we talking about?
Yeah. It's so funny that all Theo's jokes was going right over his head too. Yeah. That was hilarious.
Yeah, I mean,
He didn't get any of it. Like Theo at one point, he's like, we had such a good economy under me. He's like, yeah, I mean, my cousin bought a boat. and Trump was like, yeah, man. I would die. I'd have some questions for him.
Yeah.
I'm one of these people where I think it's like, as a New Yorker, I won't even say that. This is stupid.
Is that saving for your special?
It's too political.
Oh, okay.
But I just think he's funny.
Yeah.
I think he's like a funny dude.
He's like a stand-up that didn't make it, that just went into politics.
And he's also like a lot of people's like grandpas.
Yeah.
Like who just says wrong things.
Yeah.
It just so happened he wants to run the free world. But aside from that, I think he has like funny things. Clip. So what days did you go?
I volunteered all 4 days and I was like a backstage volunteer. So I was like any big speaker, I was like handing them a water bottle before they came out.
What?
I saw everybody.
So you saw the Obamas?
What I saw the Obamas, Barack. So Michelle walked through with her team and she's got like exactly the energy you think, like super intense, obviously beautiful, like just the woman in the hallways. President Obama was like cooler than I thought he was gonna be.
He's notoriously known as like the coolest guy.
He's sweet.
Yeah.
His lips.
He's in my dream blunt rotation. But like
in your what?
In my dream blunt rotation.
Hold on.
No, dream blunt rotation.
Yeah, can we I don't want to interrupt you, but that's incredible. Because what's yours?
My dream blunt rotation with celebrities?
Or just in general?
Okay. Obama, undoubtedly. How many people did I get? 3 or 4?
5.
5?
5. Everybody has their own, and you're shotgunning it.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so we're going for it today.
Okay. Definitely Obama, no doubt. Don't freak out. I might throw Kris Jenner in there. I think she'd be funny as hell.
Okay.
Rihanna.
That's 3.
I'm just trying to balance the group because that's the hard thing about this question is like, you can't just pick 5 random people. You want everybody to be having a good time together.
I'll pick 5 because I'm an agent of chaos. I got an easy 5. Obama, Trump. Kamala, Biden, and Mike Pence.
That'd be that would be the craziest cipher. Are you gonna smoke?
I'll just be there like, so guys,
what's up? What's going on? Are you gonna smoke?
You're the only one not smoking.
Yeah.
Are you not?
I would smoke for that story.
Bro, how incredible would that be?
That was, and who would believe that you but
the only person you're missing is Snoop.
I don't think you could find
carrying the torch.
Yep.
But he would be too much of a the problem with if you had Snoop is he would make it less awkward.
I want
it to be weird. Like with me, they're like, who is it? Like, with Snoop, they would just talk to Snoop. But with me, it's like y'all gotta talk to each other.
Okay. You want that tension.
And I don't think you could find a 5 bigger where people would be like,
this is
like where people will want to know what happened more than in that pod.
That would break the internet.
Yeah.
See, I might replace Pence with Bernie Sanders, like in terms of people who would just be yelling at
He
people.
would be yelling at them though.
That's
He'd
true.
be yelling at them like a
that's-
Jewish dad.
But this is why the weed breaks it all up. You can't be yelling if you smoke.
I think Mike Pence would get high after one hit. And be
He'll get high
horny.
and turn gay.
But that's what the weed is for.
Like I knew it. No one believes in conversion therapy and is not gay.
Exactly. That's what the weed is for. Break down all those barriers. Like,
Wait, so
and then, come on. Yo, I was tripping. I was tripping. I didn't really mean to build the wall. That's what they told me, right? Like the truth will come out. So hey man, there's motherfucking aliens.
So the parties was crazy after the DNC?
Yeah, like so just like I happen to have a few friends in politics. So like the first night I was at like the Planned Parenthood after party. And
What is that like? I want to go to the Planned Parenthood after party because those girls.
A lot of drunk women who were epic. I had the time of my life, but that was like my
I'll
group.
tell you what they're not waiting for at the Planned Parenthood parties. Marriage. Am I right, folks?
What?
No, that sounds fun. I would love to go to the Planned Parenthood party.
So like, was it like Coachella where everybody had a wristband at all the different parties that they went to?
It was backstage was like a real, like it was low-key embarrassing because people's publicists would like, backstage is like where it's at. Like AOC's walking around, everybody's like shaking hands, taking selfies. So like everybody was trying to get like bootleg backstage passes. Like it was legit to do.
So wait, what surprised you about Obama?
I was just going to say like I was going to say comedian, politicians like walking around with like, you know, they've got like 7 people on their team and they're like maybe doing like a very structured, like, hi, how are you? Like Obama just like, he's like dapping everybody. It was legit the Key and Peele
Was it
sketch
Key and
where
Peele?
he's
That's
just
what I
like
was gonna
legit,
ask.
like he acted like everybody was his best friend. He walked cooler than like I was expecting him to. Like he was just.
He has a glide. Yeah. He has a glide. I once tried to do an Obama walk through the airport and I tripped over my luggage and fell. It was very embarrassing. But he has like a thing where like he glides kind of like when he walks.
He was
like Prince.
He was a black
Like he's on roller
president,
skates.
and he didn't get killed. Of course, he's gonna glide.
Yeah, he's
Black president. He survived.
And his
He did
speech was
8
so
years.
good too.
Yeah,
His speech was great.
Yeah.
He's such a good speaker.
I almost donated $5.
I would like to see Obama. I would like to see Obama do a speech. Like I think it would be funny to get because Obama's such like a good orator. He's so good at public speaking. I would like him to do a speech with Trump's views. And see if he could sell me on
If
that.
he
Like
could
if you're
deliver
a real good speaker, sell me on this side of the
He
thing.
probably could.
Like he should he's like, just to show y'all how good I am, I'm gonna do both. He's like, I'm gonna do the Democrats and then I'm gonna do the Republicans.
I
He's
wonder how
chilling.
much they would have to pay him.
And see if
Show
he
him at the
if he
RNC.
convinced. Yeah, he's really tall too, right?
I think he's 6'1", but
No,
I think
not that.
Michelle's taller than him in heels.
In heels.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she had some for real like gravitas. Like,
Oh,
yeah.
you did this. I was like,
I was like, whoa,
Whoa,
I know,
whoa,
I know.
no,
That's
I meant
the
like
first
lady. Yeah, come on,
presence,
some
presence.
respect.
What they call it, the heavies?
Yeah, she has some big.
That's
Whoa,
great.
whoa.
You can't see, but she
I'm gonna get
but she meant
fired.
gravitas.
Whoa, it was like okay. She has some gravity.
No,
So wait,
I
at the
respect-
Planned Parenthood party, it was just drunk people.
I mean, I showed up at the end, so yeah, there were people. I mean, at one point they just muted Biden's speech and people just started talking. Like the night was
wow.
just. I mean,
I think they probably didn't even mute it. Biden just stopped talking. He forgot
it
his
was
words.
45
He just
minutes.
started
I was
mouthing.
like,
Yeah, that's a long time.
It's so funny seeing Biden mad too, because he's like so old.
Yeah.
He's like an angry old grandfather. He's like,
I know that's not funny, but it's funny.
it's funny. There's nothing wrong with aging. He's
No.
lucky that he got to age this thing. I'm gonna die from not drinking water.
I know.
In my 30s.
Dehydrated.
And he's making it, he's 81.
And he
There's
was
nothing wrong with that. It was just wrong to like be out there like that, to
Yeah.
be working so much.
Yeah.
When I played DC, the DC Improv, which I'm playing in October. So
Shout out to DC.
go to ianlaraloud.com for more dates.
Did we lock the date in? I'm sorry, Louis. Did we lock the date in for your special?
No, not yet. I'm still working on that.
Selfish.
That's coming soon.
All right.
But when
We're
I
gonna
play
get Ian open.
when I wish he when I play the DC Improv, I do There's this hotel that I stay at. I don't want to say the name of the hotel, but there's a hotel that I stay at that's known as like it's in the middle of DC. It's known as like a government, like all the politicians, the senators, they'll have fundraisers. Some of them stay there. Mm-hmm. And then I was talking to somebody from the hotel and they was telling me how it's like, it's an old hotel. It goes back to like the 50s and 60s. There's been like government scandals that I've went through there. Like some presidents used to have like their mistresses stay at the hotel and stuff like that. And they used to come through the back door to see their mistress go. They was like, oh, the president used to take the elevator up to see his mistress. And when you get to it looks like it. Like you would be like, yeah, I could see that. And the rooms are like apartments. You're like, yeah, I could see that.
Crazy.
Politicians are just people.
They're
like
the horniest people.
I'm just shook that if you're a president or like a high up senator that you're going to a hotel to see a mistress and they're not.
You can't have her in the White House.
Nah, she can't come through.
Yeah, have her in the White House.
I feel like we have a really infamous instance of.
She was already there.
That's a good point.
She was already there. She already had the claim.
She was an intern. So no one's asking questions. You're like, yo, send the intern to my room at 3 a.m. I want to discuss policy.
National security.
Yeah. And everyone's like, yeah, that makes sense. But if you got some girls, you can't have, Marilyn Monroe. Well, I mean, I think he used to have her come to the White House. But back then there was no cameras and thing. Now there's a protest in front of the White House every single day.
Yeah.
There's somebody protesting something. So and they'll go. So I feel like the media's there. You're gonna have people asking who's this. They look at the
roster.
Yeah, who came, who didn't.
I bet they have DC gossips just like hanging out in hotel lobbies, like waiting to see who walks through. Like I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah.
Even the staff, they're probably like paying the staff. Like, hold on, what's her Instagram?
Yeah.
What's she doing?
But now I think that the president is so like you can't even back then you could probably sneak away with 2 cars as the president and go to the thing. You can't do that. When I was actually the last time I was in DC, Biden was like he came to some fundraiser at the hotel next door to me and they shut down like 10 blocks.
Yeah.
Like
that's how they do it. Anytime, especially like the president is in New York, bro, driving around is
impossible.
It's impossible. Anything's going on at the UN,
100%, which is coming up next week.
Yeah.
One time I was coming. It was on a Saturday night. I was in New York and I was coming into the city to do shows. I have 4 shows, and Trump was at the UFC. He came to Madison Square Garden to watch UFC. I missed all 4 shows.
You can't.
I couldn't move around. It was just
move. They shut it down from 57 to like 23rd.
It was just gridlock. Yeah. And I couldn't move. I missed all 4 shows.
Damn.
So he could go to the UFC. So I asked him about that.
Yeah, you definitely. No, but hey, you owe me some bread.
Yeah, but you think so? All right. Obviously, you volunteered for the DNC, so obviously, we know where you stand. But you think that having them and asking them questions is no good?
I can't believe you're asking me this on my first episode.
Welcome.
Okay, but I don't know. I think if you're having a guest on your podcast who's a political figure, you would have to do a lot of marketing backflips to not have it come across as like, I espouse similar values to this person, because you are amplifying their platform by bringing them on.
Yeah. Well, in this situation, he'd be amplifying our platform.
That's so true.
Because we have nothing.
Actually, get your bag. You're right.
Right. It's not. We're not doing anything. We're just trying to go viral.
We're trying to cash out here.
Yeah,
we're not that out on Front Street.
He's not coming here for our views.
You would just do a disclaimer at the beginning and be like, I want to be very clear about our intention.
Right. Our intention is to have people watch it and hate.
We're cashing out.
Right, exactly. Which if that's what you're doing, I feel like people will be like, oh, okay.
They told us. Yeah. They told us.
He's amplifying us.
Yeah.
He would have to answer more for that.
Seriously.
People would have to be like, yo, what was that about?
You went on What are you doing? And Coke?
With white Candace? What's going
on? That's crazy. Damn, but I really wanted to touch that last subject though.
Let's do it. We have some time.
Red Lobster, bro.
Oh, that Red Lobster's closing?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's in the headlines. Red Lobster's closing 23 locations and it's going bankrupt. How do you feel about that?
I feel very terrible because
wait, but 23 locations doesn't sound like a lot.
Is it 23 or 2,300?
Yeah.
No, it's 23 more. I guess they're about to go bankrupt too in New York.
Oh, 23 in New York?
Some of the locations are in New York. I don't know. But moral of the story is they're on like the precipice of bankruptcy.
Right.
I found my new Scrabble partner because between Espouse and Precipice, you throwing them out there. I feel
yeah.
But like I'm always good for a good crab fest or a shrimp fest, bro. Like now and the cheddar baked biscuits.
You know, I'm gonna be honest with you, and I don't want to hear backlash or judgment on this, but I've only been to Red Lobster like 3 times my entire life.
Really?
Yeah.
You got money.
I wasn't when growing up. I wasn't a seafood connoisseur.
My other Scrabble partner.
Seafood carne asada.
Okay.
And then by the time I became a seafood person, Red Lobster was looked down
upon.
Yeah, it got the Cheesecake Factory treatment,
which is terrible.
Yeah,
terrible.
You eat lobster?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, you went to Red Lobster and ordered a lobster.
Red Lobster was like that thing of if it's somebody's birthday, or if we're celebrating, that was the go-to. So yeah, we would get Red Lobster.
See, my family had a little class, so we would do like Olive Garden.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because there's like olive oil. Any place that has like olive oil and. That's like kind of, it breeds better.
Yeah, like you put your napkin on your
Right, yeah. So that's what we would do kind of to celebrate like the birthdays, the holidays, the engagements.
And then, but the strawberry lemonade at Red Lobster.
Is that great?
Top tier.
People talk about the strawberry lemonade at Cheesecake.
Top tier.
Yeah.
Top tier. First of all,
I'm trying to stay off the sugar because of low blood sugar.
We don't want you to die.
Yeah.
Yeah, before we end the video.
People like the biscuits.
And crash out.
That's the famous one.
At Red Lobster. Hands down. Cheddar Bay biscuit.
I don't eat cheese though.
Lactose?
I just don't like it.
That's not
which is
thing.
Worse.
So that's probably why you didn't have a good time in Paris too, right?
Yes. I have a tough time everywhere, pretty much. I like Asian. The reason I love the Asian, they're not huge on
the
cheese.
dairy. Yeah,
no
they're
dairy.
Not,
they're not dairy people. So I love Asians for that.
Okay, yeah.
So like when I go to Japan and I wanna go to Japan and China and North Korea, and then I could just eat.
Did you say North Korea?
Yeah, just those 3
I want to visit. I'm happy that they don't have cheese.
You're messing up our chances of getting Trump.
I don't have things. I'm gonna try to get Trump. So I'm gonna pull some strings. I know some people who actually know him personally. Like,
pull him.
Who worked with him. Don't know him personally, but worked with him.
You would have to do what Theo Von did, where he like the week before he had Trump, he had Bernie Sanders on.
Yeah, I know.
So let's get Kamala.
I don't want to do exactly Kamala.
Am I saying it wrong?
Jesus.
Please put me on.
Kamala.
Yeah,
like a Kamala.
Can we get Kamala? Can we get Kamala on?
What are you, a Republican?
Can't you tell? You can't tell.
Who would we get? Because I don't want to get Bernie already. Because we know what he's going to say. He's going to come here. He's going to yell that everyone should have health insurance. I'm like, I know Bernie. I know.
Who's the governor? What's his name?
From where?
From here?
Hochul?
No. She said, the mayor, not the governor.
Oh,
the
Eric
mayor.
Adams?
Eric Adams? I don't want Eric Adams.
Nah, but Hochul,
I want to have Cuomo.
I want to ask Hochul about...
I'll bring Cuomo.
Oh,
Andrew
which
Cuomo.
one?
Andrew Cuomo.
Is he
That's
Democrat?
the older brother?
Yes, the older.
Okay.
With the nipple ring.
Which one's the one with the TV show?
He's a nipple.
Chris.
Chris.
Yeah, he has the nipple rings.
Oh, so he's kinky boots.
Yeah, I will get Andrew. I will interview Andrew. Actually, I would try to get Andrew.
Let's try.
Try to get Andrew Cuomo. Or Anthony Weiner. I want somebody with a scandal.
A scandal.
Yeah.
I don't know if Weiner's still doing podcasts.
He is. He's back on the scene.
He's back on the circuit?
It's a shame.
Does he have a book out or something?
Yeah. Well, he got. I think he got canceled for like sending nudes to like a minor or something. Which that's not good.
We don't condone.
No, we're completely against that.
Completely.
But he is a very intelligent guy politically. So he does these podcasts, and it's funny because he's like smart. Like he's like smarter than like the people on, but they look obviously because he's a creep and disgusting. But politically, he's very smart. But I wouldn't have him on because of the allegations.
Yeah, definitely.
What about Newsom? He just started a podcast with Marshawn Lynch.
He did?
What?
Yeah.
They're just doing us.
That's crazy.
One super attractive guy and an old football player. They're literally just taking our model.
They stole it. Wait, is he drinking Hennessy on there?
I have no idea, but
that's a wild move.
That's a
genius PR move.
Yeah. He's doing a podcast.
Is it though? Because it's like, who are you getting with the Marshawn Lynch audience? Like, you're a Democrat, you're a California Democrat. Like, his people like you.
Maybe people who wouldn't have voted and are like now tuning in.
The Marshawn Lynch folks that wouldn't have voted ain't voting.
They're not voting. they're not voting.
Those Black and Mild Hennessy drinkers, I don't think they coming out November 5th.
Skittle flavor?
I don't think they popping up. All right, I'm trying to think like who would be like a good one on the other end to get. That isn't too. Bernie's good because Bernie's like liked by everyone kind of.
Would you want? What about Kennedy? RFK?
RFK?
Yeah.
Nah, he's
too out there. He's
you know I don't love conspiracy people.
I mean, he just endorsed Trump, so
he just
he did.
Yeah,
I thought he endorsed Kamala.
No.
He
he called him, and this is what I heard.
he did Friday. He endorsed him. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. He's going with Trump. Yeah.
Oh wow.
He's kind of I don't know, but he seems a little bit of a grifter to me.
But he also was a drug addict, so I can trust.
Well, that I like about him.
Yeah, he's a real person.
Yeah, I enjoy that part. I hope people listening to the podcast don't think we care about your politics
At all.
because we don't.
Nope.
We'll have Trump on, and we don't have Korea.
No, I was gonna say you got Dennis Rodman number.
Yeah, we don't have.
You can get us over there.
Maybe blur out. I don't want him.
We don't want to.
I don't want him to.
Like I don't want this
getting
really
back. I don't want this getting back to them. And he catch me in Abu Dhabi. Like, what was all the shit you were saying before? I'm one of these people where I'm like, even though I was like a political science guy in the thing, but like I'm like I don't care who you vote for. Like I don't like just vote for whatever you think is your best interest. The only times I argue is like sometimes people I feel like are going against their interest, and then I'm like, well, you this is stupid. Like you're going against your interest.
You're contradicting.
Yeah, but if you think if you think you're voting for your interest, vote for whoever you want. That's the beauty about America. I don't care. I still like you as a person if you're a good person.
That's most important.
Volume 73.
I thought the beauty of America is the fact that the DNC was a festival.
Yeah, I'm going next year.
Absolutely.
When do those tickets drop?
It's every 4, right?
They were, I think,
No, it's
kind of
every 4 years.
expensive. Like you kind of got to know somebody, but
well, now we know.
you got
That's a
4
great.
years to figure it out.
That's a great introduction.
Volume 73, the Adulthood Podcast. Happy Labor Day, everybody. We didn't even get into summer Labor Day.
We
stuff.
didn't. No Caribbean, no bop, bop, bop.
Yeah, we got carried away with some stuff. But thank you guys for listening as always. Please give us a thumbs up, a like, a subscribe. Thank you for sharing
the clips,
all the clips and commenting. Even if you're fighting with us, we appreciate it.
Absolutely.
The thumbs up, the sharing.
I still have a gap tooth.
All that stuff.
My hairline is still receding.
I mean, I'm getting emails about that now. That's getting out of hand.
It's all right. We started a GoFundMe, Gap Tooth Productions.
If you want to see me on the road, this comes out on Sunday. So I'll be at Dr. Grin's in Michigan on the 19th to the 21st.
Shout out.
And that DC Improv date is October 3rd to the 5th. And I'm going to the West Coast at the Sacramento Punchline October 10th to the 12th.
Shout out.
Go her podcast. I'm at Ian Lara Live.
I am DJ 8 p.m.
Yeah. Who you shouting out?
Everybody.
All the adulterers, all the things. Thank y'all for listening. You know, we're coming at you every Sunday at what time we come out? 8 p.m.?
8 p.m.
8 p.m. So stay tuned. Thank you guys.
Boom.
Peace.